Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Beers.
Morning.
Post-Thanksgiving edition. Hopefully everybody had a safe and wonderful Thanksgiving. Hopefully you weren't trampled in any Black Friday mishaps or pepper sprayed or whatever kind of crazy stuff happened there.
Stupidity.
Yes. Well, really, why? Why were people up at midnight and 4 o'clock in the morning? Is it the thrill of the chase? Do you think it's the thrill of the chase?
I think it's just, I really don't know. I can't understand it because me personally, I would do all my shopping online before I fight those crowds. Sorry, people. I guess I don't really like to be around a lot of people.
Well, Tracy and I did some. We went to Youngstown, Ohio for Thanksgiving, and we did do some shopping on Black Friday, but for beer.
Yeah.
And we weren't up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do it.
And there weren't crowds to fight.
No, there weren't crowds. And the best part about the shopping for the beer is that while we shopped for beer, we drank beer.
Yeah.
So that was the best kind of shopping excursion. If you're going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, not that we would have got up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do it, but it was worthy of it. So let's talk about the beer that we're drinking here. This is a great brewery. They do some really crazy stuff. Hebrew. This beer is called Rejuvenator Harvest to Harvest Ale. And this sounds like the kind of crazy stuff that I would brew, where they had like a whole bunch of ideals and they couldn't just focus on one thing. You know, it's something that was taught to me early in my brewing career that I have never stuck to, is to only worry about one variable at a time. Only introduce one variable at a time. No, I've never subscribed to that. And clearly they didn't with this one either. It's half double bock, half Belgian style double, brewed with Concord grape juice. So very curious about that. Let's check it out. What's the alcohol?
Is it kosher?
8.2%. I'm sure it's kosher. Gotta be. With a name like Hebrew. Rejuvenator. Spelled as J-E-W.
It smells very Concord grapey. It's got a lot of Concord in the
It's
nose.
interesting. It's very malty. It's pretty flat, not very effervescent.
No, but it's got a lot of Concord grape character in the nose and in the mouth. It's very sweet.
It could definitely use some carbonation. It's sweet and malty with the grapes kind of
Overpower, I think.
Really? See, I don't get that much of the grape in there.
I get it. Tastes like grape juice.
It's grapey up front, but then it just totally gives way to the maltiness.
I don't know.
Sweet, bland. Yeah, not that good, really. Not too good. Very disappointing. So,
because we really like their beers.
Yeah, normally we really like their beer, so very, very disappointing. Probably the worst beer I've ever had from this brewery, and we've had quite a few from this brewery, so.
Yeah.
So don't look for that one there. Anyways, we did have a great Thanksgiving. Very nice visit with the family, and like I said, we did some beer shopping. So you'll see us talking about those beers upcoming episodes that we picked out. And
we did do Christmas shopping there too. I mean, we did buy some gifts. I mean, of course, what's better to give than beer, right?
Yeah, it's true. We did buy some.
We didn't just buy it for ourselves. We bought it for other people too.
I had to think what you were talking about there.
Yeah.
Because we didn't do a lot of shopping, so I wasn't sure what you were talking about there. But yes, we did. So, anyways, let's talk about 4th Street Brewery this week. As you know, the beer selection is pretty limited at the brewery. We are short-staffed. We are hiring. And not a lot of beers on tap at the moment, but that is going to change on Thursday as we are putting 2 big batches and a cask on tap on Thursday. So what's coming up? Of course, the much talked about, much celebrated and ballyhooed Beer Normus, Imperial Stout, Malt Normus, Hop Normus, Alcohol Normus, 9% this year. Just a beer just bursting and exploding with flavor. If you like coffee, if you like any type of stouts, things with alcohol in them, although it's a smoother alcohol, it's not like that beer that we had in the other version of Sunday Morning Beers that you can watch on YouTube. But that's going to be our stout for the winter. We'll do a few batches of that. We're going to run that for the rest of the winter. Beer enormous. And then we have a new IPA coming out because we don't have either a stout or an IPA on tap. We're doing a series of these one-off IPAs where basically, we got a lot of hops, but a lot of different varieties. So we're doing, one batch of each of these beers. And this is a great hop that we got for this one bag of hops. The reason we call it that is because that's what we use. We got one bag of hops, one 11-pound bag, and that's exactly what we used in this beer. Citra, which as the name implies is kind of citrusy, but really unique citrusy, and really, you can't pick out one fruit that it is. It's fruity and citrusy, really refreshing. It would be a great summer beer, but for us it's going to be a winter beer. And so that is going to be our IPA at 7.75%. Really, really nice beer. Even if you don't think you like IPAs, I would definitely recommend trying it just because of that unique fruitiness to it. So two big batches, our new stout, our new IPA, and then our cask, which is our 195th cask edition, or is it 196? 196. I do know that we will hit the first Thursday in January. It will be our 200th cask. I do know that. We just celebrated our 500th new beer. Forgive me if I don't know the number of this cask, but what's important about this cask is what it is. It's called Gummy Beers. It is going to be kind of the new sensation. It's an ideal inspired by some crazy stuff that these high school kids are doing. You remember your high school days when you used to smuggle alcohol into school. I certainly remember doing that. The lunch bag with the cans of beer wrapped in tinfoil, drinking in the parking lot before school.
I'm sure the teachers didn't catch on to that very quickly.
I'm sure that you all did that if I was doing it. But anyway, so the kids always come up with unique ideals to get intoxicated. And I'm sure you've heard about the gummy beers soaked in vodka. It was a great idea. And that was the inspiration for this beer. What we did was we took a cask of a bag of hops, and we added gummy bears to the beer. And so, it's kind of a hodgepodge of colors, the gummy bears. So I'm thinking that they're actually going to color the beer a little bit. And then that unique citrusy character that's in the beer is going to have even more fruitiness, because gummy bears are really fruity, particularly this kind of gummy bear.
Yeah.
Gummy bear. They're fruity gummy bears. So I think it's going to be really interesting.
Oh, we'll see.
Yes. So that's what we have on Thursday. 3 beers, 2 big batches, and a cask that's, of course, based on a big batch.
Yeah.
And then also this week, something else that's going to make people really excited. We're getting a late start this year, brewing Snowplow this week, the very popular Juniper Winter Ale. So I would look for that later in December to come on tap. So that's pretty exciting. And then, Thursday, of course, is December 1st. Hard to believe already, especially as warm as it is outside. Really hard to believe, which is nice. We'll take it.
I think it's not going to snow this year.
We'll take that. We'll take that. But of course, the calendar will be changing in December, and there's just one new change, which we'll talk about next week. But really, what it is it's a 1 month special that's really kind of a Christmas present for the people that are in our fan club. So we'll kind of keep that under our hat for just a couple of days, anyways. Okay. So I think that pretty much covers everything that's going on for this week. 3 beers on Thursday. What more do you need to know than that? And we're going to drink this beer, and then I got to get into the brewery and brew some beer. So cheers. You have a great week. We'll see you at the brewery.
Bye.